The Communist Manifesto, published in 1848, is a comprehensive and influential political document that serves as a manifesto of the Communist League, a revolutionary socialist organization. Written by Karl Marx, a German philosopher and economist, and Friedrich Engels, a German socialist and political theorist, the manifesto outlines their analysis of capitalist society, critiques its inherent contradictions, and proposes a revolutionary path towards communism. The manifesto begins with a historical overview of society, asserting that throughout history, human societies have been shaped by class struggles. Marx and Engels identify epochs characterized by different modes of production, such as feudalism and slavery, each dominated by distinct class relations and forms of exploitation. In the manifesto's contemporary context, they analyze capitalism as the dominant mode of production, characterized by the bourgeoisie, capitalist class, and the proletariat, working class. The bourgeoisie, according to Marx and Engels, emerged from the collapse of feudalism and the rise of industrial capitalism. They own the means of production, factories, machinery, raw materials, and exploit the proletariat by extracting surplus value from their labor. This exploitation leads to the accumulation of wealth and power in the hands of the bourgeoisie, while the proletariat suffers from low wages, precarious working conditions, and alienation from their labor. Central to Marx and Engels' critique of capitalism is the concept of historical materialism, which posits that the economic base of society, the mode of production, determines its social and political superstructure. They argue that capitalist production continually revolutionizes the means of production, promotes technological advancements, and expands global markets. However, this process also intensifies class antagonisms, leads to economic crises, and exacerbates social inequality. The Communist Manifesto outlines several contradictions inherent in capitalism. It highlights the paradox of overproduction alongside widespread poverty, where goods are produced in abundance but are not accessible to those who need them due to economic barriers. Marx and Engels critique the commodification of labor under capitalism, where human labor power is treated as a commodity to be bought and sold in the market, leading to alienation and dehumanization. The manifesto predicts that the contradictions of capitalism will lead to its inevitable downfall. Marx and Engels argue that as the proletariat becomes increasingly conscious of its exploitation and class position, it will rise up in revolution against the bourgeoisie. This proletarian revolution aims to abolish private property, overthrow bourgeois political power, and establish a dictatorship of the proletariat, a transitional state that would reorganize society on socialist principles. In the communist society envisioned by Marx and Engels, the state would eventually wither away as class distinctions dissolve. Production would be organized collectively, with the means of production held in common and wealth distributed according to need. They envision a society where individuals are no longer alienated from their labor, where creativity and human potential can flourish, and where social relations are based on cooperation rather than competition. The Communist Manifesto concludes with a call for international solidarity among the working class. Marx and Engels emphasize the importance of workers of all countries uniting to overthrow capitalism and establish communism globally. They argue that capitalism, despite its historical achievements in fostering technological progress and global interconnectedness, perpetuates inequality, exploitation, and environmental degradation. Since its publication, the Communist Manifesto has profoundly influenced political thought and history worldwide. It has inspired socialist and communist movements, informed debates on social justice and economic inequality, and contributed to the development of Marxist theory and revolutionary practice. Despite criticism and varying interpretations, Marx and Engels' critique of capitalism and their vision for a classless society continue to resonate and provoke discussions about alternative economic and political systems, aiming for a more equitable and sustainable future for humanity.